part two, okay, yeah, my other phone got really hot. And so thank goodness for this burner phone. But everybody has done something to another individual. And does the punishment really fit the crime? I don't think so. I don't think that it does. So anyway, and in my case, I did absolutely nada. Didn't do a damn thing, and I was just a victim of people's, I don't know, active imagination and, running mouths, basically. And I'm sitting here suffering for shit that I didn't do, And the same people who judged me, snubbed me, treated me like crap, and, all this other stuff, they're walking around like they're some respectable human beings, okay? Should they be treated like Adam Smith? It seems like if that's the way it's supposed to be, then they should be, right? But they would sit there and say, "Oh no, not me. I shouldn't I shouldn't have to deal with that." Well, why shouldn't you? I mean, God, I think about the people and how hypocritical they are, and it's just like, my goodness, So anyway, I'm hoping I can get some sleep tonight. I got to get to work in a few hours, and I'm just like, it's hard for me to relax because this is the most emotionally taxing thing that has ever happened to me in my entire life. Seriously. They didn't mention a guy who received a lot of, hate mail messages, and he was harassed. I'm sure a lot of people heard this story before I did, which that's always the case. But they had mistaken him for somebody else, a white supremacist, and so they were attacking him, and it turns out they were, attacking the wrong person. It's just, and it's in my case, I'm suffering from mistaken identity, not because they got me mixed up with somebody else, but they are attributing certain things that I didn't do based on gossip, and they are basically treating me the same way. And by the way, I would like to say that, for the employers that sit here and want to call me for job interviews and stuff like that, don't bother doing that shit to me. Don't bother. Don't even bother. I don't want to deal with it. I don't, unless of course you're serious, don't bother me. Don't, sit here and send me emails. Don't sit here and try to call me and have conversations with me. I don't want to hear it. If you're serious about hiring me, then hire me. Then don't. Okay? Because I don't find it funny. I think it's just another one of those sick people who have this mob mentality that things I don't want to have to deal with. Okay? So, I'm just done with that shit. So anyway, sick world we live in, very sick world we live in. So anyway, I'm going to try to get some sleep. I'm going to post this video, and then I'm going to try to get some sleep and get up in the morning and come home and do the same boring shit that I've been doing all along, But, when I think about people who get their just desserts, though, for people who cause these sort of things, shouldn't they be in the same situation as Adam Smith? Since they went off on somebody, shouldn't they? I think they should. But like I said, nobody ever wants to sit here and admit their faults, right? Yeah, that's how it is. Wrapping up this video, have a wonderful evening. Or should I say good morning? No, I'll say good evening. That's the way I look at it. Have a wonderful night.